What's going on, family? Black Feniks checking in. Right now I'm on the highway right now, going to go pick my daughter up, and I just wanted to talk to you about something real quick. A gentleman that I talked to yesterday who I had hired to help me do a project, he's good at what he do, and I was asking him, have you ever thought about, doing a blog to just post up his work, and, just let it be what it is. And he was like, yeah, I thought about it, but and so many people leave negative comments and always got something bitter to say, and I just, decided I don't want to do it. I know I probably could grow with it, but I think that, it'll be just a lot of hate, and I just don't want to hear the negative backlash from people trying to say that I'm not doing it the way that they're doing it. And you know what I want to say? I want to say this to you. Fuck what they say. Fuck what they think. Do you anyway. Just do you, man. Don't worry about what they think. Don't worry about what someone else got to say about what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell you, how many times people have told me I couldn't do what I'm doing, or you can't do it that way, or I was told you had to do it this way, or, man, forget what they say. Learn your way. One thing I learned, that those who have went before us that's doing it, it's a guideline. You can't go by it verbatim because it might not work for you like it worked for them, So don't worry about the haters, because you always gonna have someone that's not doing anything but want to critique and judge what you're doing just to discourage you, because if you're doing something, then you're reminding them that they're not doing anything. And so the best way for them not to feel discouraged about or intimidated about changing their situation, they'll knock you and get you to fall off. That way they don't have to see the mirror, because it's kind of like a mirror, when you're doing something and you making it happen, it's kind of like they look at you like a reflection, like, man, I need to improve this, or man, I need to work on this, and not realizing that you don't have to knock nobody just because someone is doing something that you feel that you need to do, or something that you feel could be done, but that's what they do, so don't worry about that, man. Just for my personal, I'm telling this personally to you, fuck them, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about them. Let them do them, man. They gonna hate anyway. They'll eventually fall off to the side, or they'll eventually turn to your fans. I can't tell you how a few people that I have seen, just because I seen the names, or they look, they look names on YouTube or whatever, has, when I started, completely hate, nothing but just why in the world would somebody just go out their way to say that? And I just delete the stuff, I just keep it moving, and what, some stuff I didn't, some stuff I just leave, I don't care, but some stuff I see, I just delete it, just forget it, I think it hurts them even more when they go out of their way to say some BS and you just delete it. You ain't gotta read it, just hit the button, ding, it's gone. You know what I mean? So I just think that that's a good thing, man, to just consider, man. Don't worry about that, because this brother actually got something, and he is intimidated from sharing it because the backlash he might get from people that's been doing it a long time. But they ain't doing that. But they want to say, oh, I would have did it like this. Or why you do it like this? I would have used them number 2 instead of number 1. Man, if someone is doing them and they ain't asking you for advice, they just doing them, why do you feel you got to come up and try to give them some advice? And your life that fucked up. For you to just come in someone else's life, see what they doing, and feel like you don't even know them. You don't know them, you ain't your friend, y'all don't talk on a daily basis, and you feel you can inbox them and say, oh, I did it this, what about this here? Hey, do you think somebody care about that shit? Nobody give a fuck about what you got to think, what you think, or how you feel about what we doing? You know what I'm saying? You're not helping us do this. You're not helping us come up with the blueprints. You're not helping pay the money. You ain't doing the research. You ain't staying up late. You ain't got nothing to do with this process. So I don't care about how you feel I should have did it. I don't give a fuck, and that's what you should feel. You shouldn't give a fuck about what they think. You do you. People that's close to you, or people who really want to help you, it's a different way for them to reach out and say, hey man, I want to help you. You know what I'm saying? Approve what you're doing. That's a difference. Then you just got a hater, just always got something to say. You know what I mean? Always got something to say. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, personally, man, don't let nobody hold you back. I seen this brother, I feel like he got something, and he's letting the peer pressure or the hate from the outside hold them back, man. Don't let that shit hold you back. You know what I mean? Do you anyway. I mean, that's the way I feel. I mean, I don't care. You know, you learn as you go. But one thing I know, stagnancy is the enemy of progressing. So you, as long as you standing still, you ain't gonna never get nowhere. They'll still be in the same situation they was a year from now. You know, and the goal is you improve over time. As time passes, you improve, you get better and better. You know what I mean? So I feel like the best thing for you to do is just focus on what you're doing. Just focus on what you're doing. Like literally have tunnel vision and just improve yourself, improve your goals, work on the things in your personal life that you need to get better, and things you didn't know you need to get better on. You start working on them as you work on them. You know what I mean? So